Hello! In this video, I will explain to you what I mean by studied interpretation, and then I'm going to ask you what you think. Ready? Here we go. Now, my name is Charles Yerkes, and this is the Simple Not Shallow YouTube channel. Now, for some time, I have been on a journey, one of learning how to live in the abundance of the abundant life that Jesus said He came to give. That is, I have been learning how to live simply, wisely, and well. And the purpose of this channel is to create a community that gets together and talks about finding this abundance. It's a place to catch the excitement of learning to love. Thank you for joining me. Now, while walking on this path to abundance, I have learned how to read the ancient Hebrew language. And as I have learned it, I have had many connections open up for me, nuances concerning this abundant life. Now, I don't have time here to go into all of them, for then I'd not have time to explain this idea of a studied interpretation. But for now, what do I mean by a studied interpretation of the Psalms? And how is that different from a translation, and why should I bother? See, those are good questions. By a studied interpretation, I mean that I read the ancient Hebrew and then I write down what I find it to say. I use 3 to 4 scholarly lexicons, it's a fancy word for dictionaries, several commentaries, and several other translations of the Bible. All this to make sure that I stay accurate and true to what the Hebrew is saying. I guess the best way to describe what I'm doing is that I get to play the poet. And strictly speaking, a translator cannot, nor should they. See, it's because there are such scholarly lexicons and standard translations that I get to paint with the words. And at the same time, make sure that I do not stray into something not found in the ancient Hebrew. Also, I will be approaching this interpretation from a very Christian perspective, meaning that as I now enjoy a personal relationship with God, one that the psalmists did not, I let this be reflected in the interpretation. For instance, where a psalmist will say, "O Lord," or "the Lord," I'm going to interpret that as "my Lord," or "our Lord," if appropriate. When would this be appropriate? Well, when God is being addressed. For instance, when the psalmist will say, "O Lord, save me," I'm going to say, "My Lord, save me." Now, I will link to the lexicons and the commentaries that I use in the description box below. This way you can check them out for yourself, and if you decide to get them, they are affiliate links. Please use those links to get your copy, as that will support this channel. Thank you very much. Now, 2 things, 2 very important things. First, if you're the kind of person who is looking for a completely new meaning, one never heard before, one that will turn Christianity on its head, you're going to be slightly disappointed. Well, mostly disappointed. Okay, in truth, you're going to be completely disappointed. For any and all of the meanings to be found in the Bible have been consistently revealed from day one. There are no new ones to find. Second, if you're the kind of person who is looking for safe, churchy terms, familiar, churchy words, or a holy-sounding voice, you're also going to be disappointed. Well, frustrated. Okay, truthfully, you're probably going to be very irritated. Now, if you fall into either one of those 2 categories and you hang around, well, you have been warned. Well, there you go, and there you know. Oh, and I do have something very exciting to share. The first 25 Psalms of the studied interpretations are available in book form, both in print and ebook, so you can follow along as you listen to them being read. Now, this will be the first of 6 volumes. Each will contain 25 of the Psalms. I'm going to link to this in the description box below. Well, what do you think? Do you have any questions? I would love to hear what you have to say, so please tell me in the comments section below. Also, if you like this video, please click that like button and the subscribe button. And once you hit that red subscribe button, make sure you grab that little gray bell icon that turns up, for this will tell YouTube that you want to be notified every time a new video is posted. And one final thing, please pray for me that I stay honest and true to what we are reading. See, better men than I have started very well and have fallen. So please ask God to help me stay humble, honest, standing, and conversational. Thank you. Well, until next time, love simply, love wisely, and love well. For that is where excitement and meaning dwell.